asking what I was doing with my life. Not in a dramatic way, no big argument, no yelling. They just stopped caring. You know that moment at family dinners when someone asks everyone about their job? Jason, how's the law firm? Amanda, still killing it in real estate? Dad, how's retirement treating you? Then the conversation moves on. That was me. Except nobody ever asked, because according to my family, I was the kid who never figured it out. My name is Caleb, and for a long time, they weren't wrong. The family standard. My older brother Jason was a corporate attorney in Chicago. My sister Amanda sold luxury homes in Scottsdale. Even my cousin Tyler ran some tech startup that got featured in Forbes. Then there was me. At 23, I dropped out of college. At 24, I was delivering pizzas in a rusted Honda Civic. And every Thanksgiving, my Uncle Rick would clap me on the back and say the same thing. Still the pizza king, huh? Everyone laughed, even me. But laughter has layers. The quiet years. What my family didn't know was that delivering pizzas taught me something strange. Every night I drove past the same small businesses. A barbershop that was always empty, a taco place with amazing food, but terrible marketing, a gym that had 3 members and a broken sign. And I started noticing a pattern. The businesses that survived weren't always the best ones. They were the ones people knew about. So during long nights between deliveries, I started learning something. Digital marketing, YouTube tutorials, free online courses, trial and error. I built a website for the taco shop. They started getting customers from Google. Then the barbershop asked for help. Then the gym. Within 2 years, I wasn't delivering pizzas anymore. I was running a small marketing agency out of my apartment. But I never told my family, because every time I tried explaining anything technical, my Uncle Rick would interrupt. So, like Instagram posts, and the conversation would move on. Eventually, I just stopped bringing it up. The phone call. 3 years ago, something weird happened. One of my clients referred me to a friend who owned a chain of restaurants in Texas. They needed help expanding online. I built their campaign. 6 months later, their revenue doubled. They signed a long-term contract. Then another business came. Then another. Suddenly, my tiny agency had 12 employees, and for the first time in my life, I wasn't struggling. But again, my family didn't know. Not because I hid it. They just never asked. The invitation. Last year, my mom called me. Caleb, you coming home for Thanksgiving? I almost said no. Not because I was busy, because I knew exactly how it would go. Same jokes, same dismissive smiles, same Pizza King comment from Uncle Rick. But then my mom said something that made me pause. Your brother and sister will be there too. It's been years since everyone was together. So I said yes, and drove home to Ohio. Thanksgiving dinner. The house looked exactly the same. Same dining table, same smell of turkey and cinnamon, same family conversations happening around me. Jason talked about corporate mergers. Amanda talked about million-dollar houses. Tyler talked about venture capital. Then Uncle Rick looked at me, grinned, and said it. Caleb, still delivering pizzas? The whole table laughed. And honestly, I laughed too, because technically he wasn't wrong. My first business lesson did come from pizza. But before I could answer, my cousin Tyler asked something unexpected. So what do you actually do these days? The table got quiet. Probably because it was the first time anyone had asked me that question in years. I shrugged. Marketing stuff. Jason nodded politely. Amanda smiled. Conversation moved on. Just like always. The reveal. Dinner ended. Everyone moved into the living room. Football on TV. Kids running around. My Uncle Rick grabbed another beer and walked over. You still driving that old Honda? I shook my head. Not anymore. He smirked. What did you upgrade to? A newer Honda? I smiled. Actually a Rivian. He blinked. Wait, the electric truck? Yeah. My cousin Tyler overheard and turned around. Hold on, those are like 90 grand. I shrugged. Something like that. Now everyone was looking at me. Jason asked the question. So Caleb, what exactly do you do again? I pulled out my phone, opened the dashboard, and handed it to him. He stared at the screen. Then his eyes widened. You run this company? My sister leaned over his shoulder. What's the revenue? He looked back at me. You did 8 million this year? The room went silent. Even Uncle Rick stopped mid-sip. Finally, he said, slowly, Pizza King, huh? I smiled. Something like that. The moment. But the best part wasn't the shock. It wasn't the